I can also see you in Portugal.
There we go. Mike Murillo and Scott Taylor sitting here. This is the, I don't know who's worse looking, you two or us two. There's a lot of damn ugly on this screen right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Bob? How are you?
I'm great, man.
Another day.
Yes, sir.
Mike's over there tuning per schedule, just bringing them out. How many did you do today?
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
We're not going
to talk about that part.
Oh.
we're moving on quite nicely.
We have been on the dyno all day, though.
So, but you're getting shit done and you're making money. So that's good.
We're getting shit done.
It's been a rough day, Doug.
I'm sorry to hear that. But, hey, I saw the post about scheduling, so I had to mention it. But, hey, guys, welcome to the Thunder Road Show. First of all, before we were talking about the Street Outlaws stuff, I don't know if you heard that, the scheduling and all that. We're going to get to that in a minute, but we're going to talk about Dirty South No Prep coming up at Alamo City Motorplex June 2nd, right?
No, June 8th and 9th.
June 8th and 9th. I'm sorry. I was
Yes,
a week
sir.
off. So, big deal. You're back at San Antonio, which just changed its name from San Antonio Raceway to Alamo City Motorplex.
Hey, tell Bobby looks great. He's lost a lot of weight.
Thanks. Alamo
I wish
City.
we could say that.
Yeah. So are you guys excited about DSNP being back at San Antonio?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's in my backyard. We have some mixed emotions with Ian, who pretty much saved the track.
Yeah.
He's pretty much didn't get a lease renewed, and so there's the owners have new owners coming in. But I just hope the transition goes smooth. But as far as the race itself, man, we're stoked, man.
Yeah.
I love being in San Antonio.
Yeah, and Ian did a great job of restoring that track. He's moved off to other business ventures. He's fine. But he was fun to be around, and he brought that back to life, that track back to life where it could have been subdivisions.
Absolutely.
So glad
He did a great job.
Yeah, we appreciate Ian Gray and what he did, and good luck in the future.
Yeah, I think we'll have a good turnout there. It's just a good place. I love the atmosphere there. The fans are great. The racers come support it there. It's just a good central location for Dirty South. I mean, it's almost like being at home for me, even though it's in Texas.
Yeah, well, you go there a lot, spend a lot of time with Mike, and he's your partner in business and all that, and teammate and all that. So, yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I'm announcing that weekend, so I may be up there. Come up there and do some promotion stuff.
Hopefully both of y'all come there. You should do a live feed from there.
Yeah, we will. We'll go live a bunch.
What's the date on that?
June 8th and 9th.
June 8th and 9th.
Yeah, I'm in Tulsa.
Oh, he's in Tulsa. Well, I'll do it, and maybe
I'll Skype it in.
I'll bring Muncie and Michael Cole with us, and we'll
There
do
you
some
go.
production value.
There you go.
Hell, I don't know if we can get Brian out of the house with this heat, but we'll see.
I might be camping.
He might be camping, he said.
Mm-hmm.
But we can run the show. We have a way to take one of the good cameras with one cube and go live on High Tech Corvette and get some really good footage.
Yeah, that'll work.
So maybe we can work something out.
Yeah,
like
I need to go back and do another dyno day. That's how I made some money without hurting nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right,
Hey,
yeah.
well, HP Motorsports is back on board, so we need to do another dyno contest over there.
Yes.
Yes.
And
that'd be great.
we need to have a nitrous class and then an all over class.
There we go. Yeah.
So see who can get
I'm
the
game.
most on nitrous, because you're kind of still doing the nitrous thing, Scott.
Both nitrous and Pro Charger.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have
one
two
car.
cars.
One car's Pro Charger, one car's nitrous. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah,
Nice to have choices.
yeah.
With
I'm
as
tired-
many races as we have coming up, it's going to take two cars.
It is. It really is, and multiple motors and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into that.
The meat and potatoes.
The meat and
of this
potatoes
deal.
of this conversation right here. The
Oh shit! Somebody shut us.
Sorry.
down.
Oh, no problem.
Lisa was calling. I shut her off.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
So here's the deal. You guys are no prep promoters. You have a race schedule. You are also invited to Street Outlaws No Prep Kings filming. It conflicts with one of your dates, but you two probably are the only ones that can really speak for this. And how you're excited to do filming. You understand there's going to be conflicts of dates, especially the way Pilgrim has to produce a product for Discovery?
The way I see it is, at least this year, they put a full schedule out, and we can sort of plan around it. Last year, that we had dates coming 2 weeks in advance, 1 week in advance, and we didn't know who it was going to be on top of. So even though they did get on top of a few races, I feel like at least we can plan around it now. So I think they did try. I definitely think they tried a lot harder this time, and I'm happy with it. We'll make arrangements to make it work.
That's a great perspective, because the other promoter in the no prep game is highly pissed off and making it known how pissed off she is. Shannon.
Well, there's no reason to be. I mean, at least they put their full schedule out there, and now we can work around it. They could have held them for 2 weeks in advance and, tried to make it more exciting, releasing them at the last minute. That would have screwed all the promoters. So all you can, in life in general, all you can do is take the best way to look at it and go with it. At least they're trying.
Well, you could always use the Scotty Cannon approach to it and figure it's going to rain somewhere that weekend.
Yeah.
So
right.
The choice may be made for you easily.
Yeah, there may be a weather conflict, and that race ends up happening. So this happened last year, where a race was rescheduled, and then the original race didn't happen because of a weather conflict. And if that race would have stayed in its original location, it would have been huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Correct.
So
I don't think they picked on any individual promoter at all. I think they just picked dates and worked for them and worked for their film crew and worked for the production date that they have to meet. And I think they've done the best job they could and at least put the schedule out there. And no beef for me with them.
I think their biggest deal after last year was like, okay, we're going to look at this possibility of cluster of dates over here and what the weather in the Farmer's Almanac is telling us. And then we're going to try to get those done while the weather's good here. And then when there's possibility of bad weather over here, we need to go ahead and do this West Side Swing, where they go to Denver and they partner up with Matthew Frost at his race that was already scheduled, and hit Tucson, where y'all kind of stay a week out there, and everybody can do what kind of like we planned on doing last year for Dig Night, and making a vacation with your families on the trips, hang out in Denver. Some of the people group up and do houses together for the week or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of things that can help you all out. You do an Airbnb with a couple of teams, and you're staying over there, and then you show up at the next facility instead of having to go to Denver and then back to the Midwest and then back to Tucson. That doesn't make sense.
No.
Well, last year, what you got to remember is we were racing in the winter. I mean, we raced all winter long, so they just had to put races where they could to make it work. So
yeah,
they wasn't that spread. They wasn't trying to be that sporadic on all the different locations. It's just the only place the weather was good.
Exactly. And so this is going to be the chances of better weather, and which is better for y'all. So y'all get the race done, and you don't have cancels and reschedules. They have to get 10 of them done. It's just the way it is. It's business. It's not Big Brother, and there's no reason to not support this because of it's hurting some other promoter. You guys are sitting here right now saying it's good for us.
Oh, it is. I mean, it is. I mean, go ahead. I mean, we're in a no-win situation.
Yes.
As promoters, I'm talking as the promoter right now.
Okay.
There's nothing we can do about it. You know what I mean? There's absolutely nothing we can do about it, but at least there's more planning involved than what happened on season 1.
Exactly.
I mean, it's scheduled right on top of one of our races too, which is Mobile, Alabama, and that's okay. We'll move it.
Yeah. But you're also playing a chess game of moving it by saying if whatever date they have gets that whatever location they get has weather. And then you move, right, and then they land on top of you again. Or you could have been the hero that weekend if you left your date and then waited till the week before to decide to move it.
That's the risk they're going to have to take.
Yeah.
And, we take risks every single time we promote a race. It could rain.
Yeah.
It could, who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You almost have to look at the greater good as well. I mean, and Mike may not feel this way, but even if we had to cancel 2 or 3 of our races to make the No Prep Kings happen, well, the greater good is going. I don't know how long No Prep Kings will last. It may last forever. It may last for 3 years. But let's just say 3 years down the road, it's going to be better for Dirty South. I guarantee it.
Well, you'll put more asses in the seats, and that's what pays the bills.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
smart play.
I mean-
Instead of getting mad about it, and you should move because you know the racers
Bob,
are
Bob,
gonna,
there's nothing we can do about it.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
why
And-
get mad when there's nothing you can do? All you can do is look at the bright side of
yeah.
it's going to grow the name No Prep.
Well,
For
you
sure.
can be smart about it and move your race because there's no sense in competing with that because you know that
No.
as a racer they're going to want to go to the race that puts them on TV.
I've been there. Dig Night was the week after. We got hit hardest by that.
Yeah. So
Right.
We were the only ones that kept our date and said we're going to try to play off of their buzz.
right.
And it didn't work out because David Bird Jones and Jerry Bird wrecked and people weren't able to stay
Right.
that had planned on staying, and that made other people decide to go stay, and then there was another filming that kept people from staying.
Right.
But everybody, y'all moved a date, and other people moved dates and had this decent weekends, but we were the one that stuck it out and got hammered at
Right.
Dig Night. And
And the other thing that got you all is that, families only have so much disposable income.
exactly, that was a big part of it too.
I mean, you go to a race weekend and, you take just a couple kids with you, and I promise you're going to spend at least a
100.
couple $100.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For
And you're
any
not gonna
event,
do that 2
for,
weeks in a row.
for y'all's event, for Dirty South, I mean for
Anybody,
street, any of them.
yes.
So it is better for the greater good, and it may just mean that in the future y'all have 3 races a season or 4 instead of 5 or 6, and then Shannon goes back to 3 or 4, and now you don't have as much opportunity to schedule on top of each other. And maybe season 2's doing so well they sell season 3 before season 2's done. Then they come out in January with their new schedule like the rest of the nation.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, I feel like that whole deal was basically Mike and I's idea. I mean, I know people have claimed it from day one, but I mean, look at how we started Dirty South out, and then look at the changes we made, and look at everything we've done with the points. And I mean, Dirty South was the first race series to make a series and include points in it.
Y'all
That's
were
a fact.
innovators, and y'all were criticized for doing points.
Oh, big time.
Look,
Big time.
if you're going to be an innovator, you've got to be prepared to take the chewing on it because not everything you do is going to work. We've tried some stuff that didn't work.
We don't want to talk about that.
We've tried some stuff that worked, though. I mean, so.
I mean, to be honest with you, the fact that y'all are still here is impressive, because the cards were against you the whole time. The race community was almost split at half at the beginning, and y'all worked it out. Y'all worked it out with her, and you did what you could. But then comes this better opportunity for everybody. Is it going to be better for you, Mike, having TV exposure? Is it going to be better for you, Scott, having TV exposure for sponsors and a possible contract and all that? So it's better for you, and you understand it, and it's going to be better for Redemption.
Yeah, I mean, it's hurt like Hub City Dragway. Unfortunately, it's hurt that business a little bit because I'm not there to have the big races every weekend, and we end up doing a lot of testing tunes and a lot of small races. But I feel like the exposure at the moment will help in the future. So all you can do is base it off what's happening today and try to play the best cards you can play.
You like back to what I said earlier. We have no choice.
Yeah,
Our other choice is we just stop.
yeah. You stop both of
We're
them.
going to accept it, and we're going to work with it. We're going to work around it, or we're going to piss and moan and just stop.
I mean, I'll be flat honest. My whole life, I wanted to be a race car driver. Guess what? This is my opportunity to be a race car driver.
And see, Scott and I look at it from both sides. We're looking at it from racers. I mean, we're excited what we're fixing to go do.
I'm excited too because I
very
get to
excited.
report on it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then we also look at it from promoters like, well, this is going to affect us a little bit, but it's the big picture, guys. The
You
big
knew it was.
picture, it
You
looks
knew
good.
it was coming. You knew it was going to happen, and you can't avoid every date. The hell, they booked on Duck's date.
We were waiting on the dates. We were just like,
Oh,
which
yeah.
one is it going to be? I mean, we knew it was going to be one of them.
We knew one. We were hoping.
We were just hoping it was only one.
You were hoping to get shot in the foot, not in the heart.
That's exactly right. just nick me. Just wound me. Don't put me down.
As far as Duck's race, that's not going to affect Duck's race.
It's not going to affect his race. It's just going to give him more fodder, more fuel to put on the fire to promote himself.
Yeah.
Anything that happens that is any way associated with Duck is more promotion for Duck.
Right.
He's not gonna.
He is the best. He's the best at self-promoting I've ever seen in my life. No matter what anybody says about him, he is doing it to promote his race, and he does a fantastic job at it. I couldn't do it that route, but he does a good job at it.
He does an amazing job of it, and there's some imitators out there trying to compete with him that just aren't getting it done. But
No,
just
you're wasting. You can't be like him. You're wasting time. You
I
better
know.
pick your own style.
even Reaper thought that was the route he was going to go last year with his live feeds, and it did not work for him. Those live feeds were obnoxious.
I don't know. Reaper don't like me anymore. I don't know why. So.
You know
We
what?
had one more deal.
Get in line behind me.
I thought it made good, but I don't think he likes it anymore.
Yeah, you two are two of his favorites.
Yeah, right? I mean, nobody saw it, but yeah, there was words, so. Well, somebody saw it. Somebody saw it, so.
The only other thing that I'm kind of concerned about, and I kind of want to, it'd be nice to have y'all's opinion on this. You know, Matt and Jason, who are my partners when it comes to bounty hunters, you know, we have once a year.
Yes.
I know that they scheduled on top of them in San Antonio, and obviously, you know, between Alamo City Motorplex and Jason and Matt, do you think it's going to affect them too much with that style of on the backside of the track racing?
What,
You know,
what
I honestly,
location?
so they're doing a Beyond 1320 style race that weekend.
Yeah, but where is the No Prep Kings race that weekend, location-wise?
Do you know, Mike, which date it was?
It's July. It's going to be in.
Oh, it's the July. It's my weekend, my birthday weekend, the 13th and 14th, and it's Bowling Green and then Pennsylvania. I mean, I'm sorry, it's Kentucky.
Well, there's
So,
no doubt that the event is far. The No Prep Kings is far enough away from Matt and Jason that it shouldn't hurt them as far as being close to them. But I really don't think it's going to hurt them too much. Do you?
No,
far as being
I
in San
don't.
Antonio
Because
and
we
the type
saw
of races that they're going to get.
we saw those guys come up from Mexico to run that deal last time.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys that are running the 32 car deal weren't really interested in doing that anyway because they got a car to protect for filming.
Right.
And so, it was cool to do. Dude, and by the way, y'all's Beyond 1320 with Bodie episode was awesome. Mm-hmm. I got the speaking part that I did with y'all got included, and that was awesome. I was so proud to be in there with y'all.
We were just happy to win some rounds. I ain't gonna lie about it. I was super nervous to even go down there, and I almost put my car in the trailer. And I told Mike earlier that day that I'm for sure putting my car in the trailer, and he thought about it too. I mean, after Jerry had his wreck and almost
Randy Williams.
come across, and Randy Williams. Well, I mean, the one that sticks out in my mind is Jerry because I mean, at the 8th mile, running over 170 mile an hour, I'm looking at Jerry coming at me upside down.
Yeah.
Scott had already put his thumb in his mouth and started sucking.
Absolutely. I thought it was over. So to
Dude,
come back and win after we didn't go race.
I was scared announcing, dude. I had to entertain a crowd while Jerry, one of my best friends in the world, is on his lid or, skidding down and we all just sat there and I said, y'all say a prayer for Jerry. And I saw him almost hit you, and I know y'all so well, and I'm having to announce that, and it was really weird.
It was a long ride. I normally shut the car off, and the golf cart comes and gets me, but I drove all the way back over there, and I tell you, it was a long ride coming back up, just to hoping he was okay.
Yeah,
that was a wild deal.
I wanted to run down the track and help. I'm a strong guy.
You would have had a heart attack.
Yeah, I probably would have, but I wanted to be down there to make sure he was okay, but I couldn't leave the audience because I was there to do a job, and I had to stay in a professional mode and not run off emotions.
Right. Well, you gotta do your job, man.
Yeah. Hopefully, I get to do
Bob,
some more
this
this
year. Talk
year.
it all. What's the deal, man?
I don't get to. I try to when he breathes, but then he talks right after.
Dude,
What do you think about the situation, Bob?
Go
What do
ahead.
you think about No Prep Kings?
I think that these guys were probably left to select dates and didn't consider anything other than what's the date that I can have at the track and the market I want to be in. And they didn't consider other people. And, it's unfortunate for the racers, as Shannon said on here. But it is what it is. And they got a job to do and a show to put on. And it's turned into the big show. And it's like NHRA is for us. As bad as they treat us, we still go because we want that damn wallet. We want to run in front of the big crowd. And you guys, the racers in you, want to race on TV, and you're going to, even if you have to move one of your own racers. And I think, like Scott said, it's for the better of the sport. It's for the greater good, and it's going to benefit everybody in the end.
Here's something else. Imagine if you would have been Big Chief, Flip, Chuck. Where'd they go?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They got tired of me.
Mike's camera
Was
died.
it something I said? Okay,
so we'll be here, and if they come back into the room, they can come back in, and we'll go back to them. But so here's what I was gonna say. Brian, you want to? Oh, there it is. So if you think about, they showed those clips last night from the original pilot of the original Oklahoma City show. I guarantee you, when they showed up to really film, those guys went, "Oh shit, this is for real." Mm-hmm. When that first show aired and did well, I imagine they went, "We're on the cusp of something huge here." It may not even they really honestly say they didn't think it would be on one season, but hey, it's gonna be cool. When it came back and sold for season 2, and then think about it now, they were looking back going, this is something that changed the world of drag racing and changed the world altogether. Hey guys,
all right, yeah.
So here Brian's gonna pull you back up on the screen. Okay, hang on. Did your phone die?
Yeah, it sure did.
We had to go to mine.
Oh wait, Brian, can you not do it full screen? Because now I can't. All we can see is their heads. Can you do like that and then make it work? Oh yeah, turn it sideways. Okay. It's much easier when you're on a laptop, but
we're not going to bitch about that now, though.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, it's for the better of the sport.
Yeah.
And then your question, I think that it's a good thing.
I think so too. And here's the deal. I was saying that the guys on the original show, when season 2 sold, went, "Oh shit, we're onto something big." And when they were getting 1.5 million views, they were like, "We're onto something that's changed." And they may not even realize that till season 3, but it started changing the community of drag racing. People were bringing cars out of the shadows and garages, and people started getting into drag racing again. The NHRA saw a benefit from this. Everybody saw a benefit, whether you want to admit it or not. Street Outlaws changed the face of drag racing forever. And here's another opportunity for you guys to be on something that's bigger than the NHRA ever was.
Absolutely. And you actually answered a question I was fixing to ask you. Do you think that Street Outlaws made No Prep what it is?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So why all of a sudden are people going around saying they're just, they're killing the sport now all of a sudden? They're still making it better, in my opinion.
They said that when the original show came out. You're showing thugs street racing. That's going to... NHRA lost their damn mind and took everybody's license. And here they are, possibly... They did exactly what the NHRA was created to do. To take street racers and put them on the drag strip. In 1949, that's why Wally Parks created it. Street Outlaws did a little run of they're going on their 11th season, but it's still going good. But their show now created a way to get people off the street and at an NHRA facility with more safety rules and a safer facility. And that the NHRA said is pissed because Street Outlaws did in 5 years what NHRA is trying to do in 50 years or 60 years.
Yeah.
It's only been around for 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. And now you have all these people taking their cars back to the track to back to No Prep, if that's what they want to do. Now, how many people, you're not really seeing as much street racing as you did when the show first kicked off and got to season 2 and 3. Everybody was now a street racer. I even joined in because I was excited about it again, and people were finding new locations, and it was like, okay, we're going to do this thing now, hardcore like we did in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's why I met Bob at a street race, because of Street Outlaws, because we all started doing it again. Nobody was doing it in Houston.
Yeah, one time I went to Mexico.
If you got if it's making the sport better year after year after year, how can people sit there and jump all over them and say they're going to ruin the sport? They've made it good until now, so how are they making a bad decision all of a sudden?
It's this goddamn outrage society. Everybody's ready to get pissed off about Donald Trump, this, that, the government, Big Brother, Discovery. It doesn't matter what you're in. If you're into MMA, if you're into, I don't know, high school football, they're getting pissed off at the superintendent. So in Katy, a superintendent got asked to resign because he bullied a guy 45 years ago or some bullshit. And now now it's the drag race community wanting to get pissed off about something, and I'm not supporting it, but you're damn sure going to be watching it. Everybody that's saying right now they're not going to be supporting it is going to be watching it when it comes on because it's interesting, it's fun, and you know the people, and you want to see the stories, you want to see them succeed.
Yeah. The people that say they're not going to support it and are telling people not to support it, they need to really take a step back and look at what any of the street outlaws have done for the sport. I mean, it's brought it a long way in, like you say, 5 years. So, I mean, how are they making a bad decision now? I mean, if they are, like you said before, anybody that's trying to do something big can make mistakes. So maybe they are making a mistake. Maybe they're not. But I'm there to support them, and I think everybody needs to support them, and because they're growing the sport, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think, drag racing is pretty healthy, especially in this part of the country, in Texas. I mean, in Dallas, you got North Star, you got the new track at Extreme, you got the Motorplex, and then Yellow Belly, the Gut, and then Cedar Creek. There's 5 tracks right there within.
They're all making money now.
And they're all sustaining. We've got Houston Raceway Park, we've got HMP, we've got
Lone Star sometimes
is coming.
Alamo City Motorplex.
And San Antonio isn't too far of a drive for a guy like me to go run a one-day race. And so, drag racing is really healthy in this part of the country, and things are really going well, and this can only make it better. So I think it's
there's
positive.
even a new Pinks All Out supposed to come out, and they're filming one at Lone Star.
Yeah, without the bald guy.
Without the bald guy. So it's creating more opportunities for TV. Bodie's filming a show that's separate. There's other opportunities for things to be filmed and created, and shows for people to be on and get paid. Motor Trend On Demand TV has shows. Brian Lowens has got a great show on there called Put Up or Shut Up. That's because there's an excitement about drag racing that was sparked by Discovery Channel's Street Outlaws, and that was it. That's what sparked it up 5 years ago. I don't care what you say. That's why Donald Long's races are good. That's why NHRA is still selling out. That's why we're still talking about pro stock. It's because of Street Outlaws rejuvenating the sport.
Yep,
I believe that.
I've always said that.
Yeah,
I believe it 100%. You're preaching to the choir. You know.
Well, and y'all were both on it.
How can you not support that? I mean,
Scott, you wouldn't even be here today if the New Orleans show hadn't come around, which came around because of the Oklahoma City show.
I would be at some bracket race cooking steaks and barbecue and chili. That sounds pretty good. I would be somewhere racing.
What's wrong with you?
Sorry. I just had a little flashback there of some good times.
We're also hungry.
We're very hungry.
Yeah, it's getting about that time. So,
Don't we look hungry?
Comp Plus reported today that Pat Musey is parking his Pro Nitrous car, and
I saw that.
There's always 2 sides to every story. You guys know the other side, or want to talk about
it? I really don't want to get into making judgments or gossip, but bottom line, they're a close family, man. And I mean, I would have died to have raced with my dad if my dad would have been into this. There's nobody in my family was into this, but I'm going to race with my son, William.
Yeah. And
I just hope for heaven's sake that something like this doesn't get in between it. I mean, I hope they can work it out.
Yes.
Absolutely. I hope people don't go to spreading more rumors than what they are. If they can just get through it, and I pray that Lizzie and her father, get back as close as they was. Just put it all behind.
And I know that's not what you want to hear, but I know there's 2 sides to every story. But you know what? I don't feel like everybody
really
needs to know that.
It really shouldn't be in the public eye.
Yeah, and that post that she made.
She made it public when she did that.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good decision.
We get that. We get that. you guys are in the media and this is your job.
Right.
But I would just hate for us to give our opinions on it when I would rather. I just pray that it works out with them and they figure it out.
We just 100% hope for the best is pretty much all we say on it.
My dad got me into racing. Most people that race are racing with their family, and so that's really, in my opinion, one of the best ways to do it. And like you say, I hope that they get it worked out.
Yeah,
I hope it's temporary.
My dad didn't support. My dad never supported my racing and thought I was stupid for doing it. It was a waste of money, and died not understanding why I had a passion for this. I tried to give it to my kids, show my kids. They're just not into it right now. But some people don't get into it till later in life. This is my passion. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. And, you know, it's given me opportunities I didn't know about. I mean, if the show would have come on back in 2010 when we were doing my Thunder Road show, we would be a lot different than we are now. Yeah. We shut it down for a while because issues with the radio station. With this Facebook live streaming stuff and opportunities now, it is what it is. And I never thought I'd be announcing drag races. I mean, I tried to do it for Joe Golden in 2005, but he wouldn't let me in.
Wow, that's a memory.
Yeah, he wanted somebody to announce for him, and I said, man, I used to love public speaking. I'll try it. And I go down there. He goes, we can't be in the tower. I'm like, well, how am I going to know who's who? He goes, I'll give you the tech cards. So I'm sitting here flumming through the tech cards, and I'm like, this bullshit. I'm not doing this. This sucks. And I handed him the shit back and left, and was like, I don't know these people well enough. I know some of them, but I wasn't hanging out at HMP every Sunday and at the Grudge Night stuff. And so I was like, this is not for me. Well, then we did it at Dig Night, NRG, and I knew everybody. So it was easy, and I had a backup helping me, and we set up the stage. And then I got to do it for Street Outlaws, and I get to do it all over the country now as a paid announcer. And I'm very blessed, and I'm blessed I'm in the situation where I can do this and travel, and I love the opportunity. There may be an opportunity for me for Discovery Channel. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten a call, but I've been talking to Chuck and stuff, and so there may be a cool opportunity, but that's not why I'm defending it. I'm defending it because it's the way it is. There's nothing we can do about it, and boycotting it is pointless because I just made the point earlier. There's 3 million people watching episodes. Some of these episodes get as many as 3 million people. The community on Facebook that's pissed off about it probably amounts to about 10,000.
Yeah.
There's 2.9 million people not pissed off about it and want to see more drag racing on TV.
And now to talk to you as from a promoter standpoint, you know, those guys that are on this show, the more exposure they get, make promoters like Scott and I and Shannon and
sit back,
Matt
Mike.
and Jason. If they come to our races, that's income for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
without guys like that, without the TV show, none of us would be racing for $10, $20, $30, $40,000 because if there wasn't stars coming, we couldn't pay $10,000 for small and $10,000.
Yeah, and how do you get a star? You're on TV. How do you get to be a star?
We literally give away $10,000 a big tire, $10,000 a small tire, and guess what the entry fee is?
Zero, yeah.
Zero.
Nothing.
I mean, you race for free with us, and it's because of some of the stars that are there to draw the fans. That's just point blank what it is. I mean, without the stars, the No Prep wouldn't make it.
If I listen to a lot of podcasts that are, and it's part of the reason I'm getting up and functioning like I am today, and have lost the weight I'm lost, and doing all the things I'm doing, and being disciplined and travel and doing all this stuff that I wasn't doing before. And challenge is good for you. It makes you a better person. If you're on top and you're never challenged, you're never going to make your show better. And every one of y'all's shows could get better. No offense, but everybody's still growing and learning. You're not running like a well-oiled machine yet. Neither is the other event. Neither is Street Outlaws. Y'all are going to make Street Outlaws No Prep Kings better and a better well-oiled machine than it was last year.
Every race we have, we learn something. We make a mistake, and we learn from it.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to make mistakes. It's how you fix them. I mean, we all know that. We're all going to make the mistakes, and you just have to fix them as you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right, guys, we appreciate the time. Y'all
Good
go get
job.
something to eat. Y'all did a great job. This is one of my favorite episodes ever.
Yep.
We didn't even really want to have a guest, and then I thought on the way here, I'm like, these guys are promoters. They're more affected by this by anything, but they're also racers in it. So they're the only ones who can really speak from both perspectives on why this is better for you.
I see, thinking back on it, I sort of see what Shannon was talking about. She mentioned the fact that racers can't go to all of these races, and financially, I mean, they just can't.
But some of them are better off now because of what they're getting because of the show, and they can do more.
Some will be better off, and some will be worse off, and that's with life. Somebody's gonna advance, and somebody's gonna fall backwards, and that's unfortunate. But maybe at some point for the next few years, maybe we all do need to agree on only having 4 events a year, and all of us come together. Mike mentioned it today, and I disagreed with him earlier. But after what somebody said just a minute ago about if everybody could get together and only have 4 events a year, maybe that's what it needs. Maybe us as promoters need to step up and step back a little bit so everybody can afford to go to all the races.
Sometimes less is more, and Donald is one of the best promoters out there. And how many races a year does he do?
Would you rather have $2 million races a year or 6 $200,000 races a year?
That's right. Absolutely. I'd rather have the bigger ones because most people don't realize how much work that Mike and I and our whole crew, I mean, we have a crew of people working on our races every week. I mean, ours don't go, we don't forget about it when we get home. We start on the next one, and we work it every day for weeks, for months in advance before the next race. Our whole crew. I mean, Dirty South I'd put them up against any crew in the country. For a series, Dirty South has an awesome crew to work with.
Yeah,
they do. I've worked with them. You're good guys.
Good job, y'all.
Hey, so real quick, I guess Shannon, I don't know, maybe we said something in here that she was, she said, great political answer. Don't talk about what I am because what I am is not mad about one race. It's the entire thing. So, I don't know. Sorry if I spoke for you or whatever. I was just, from what, dude, I was busy all day and just barely caught a brief. I didn't read all that shit. All I saw was in what I heard and what I did catch in comments, and I can understand being frustrated. But hey, if I misspoke for you, I apologize. That's out there now.
Yeah.
So.
As everybody knows, Shannon and us, we've had our differences. But she does a great thing for the sport, and we're not taking anything away from her. We're going to have our differences because we're in the same exact business.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the more we work together, the better to be for our racers.
You're right.
I agree.
You're right.
Absolutely.
I think it's a, I don't know. I just, maybe I have rose-colored glasses on because there may be an opportunity I get to announce. I haven't heard yet, but I mean, it's up to you. Y'all are happy about it. I'm happy about it, whether I get to announce or not, because I get to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's more information that I get to discuss on my show, on our new no prep hour that we're doing. I mean, so if I don't get to announce it, I think it's good for the sport either way. If they don't call me, then fine. They don't call me. They pick someone else. Good. I still am getting booked all over the country. I get to do a show, 2 shows about it, and I get to do podcasts. So I'm fine without it.
Right.
So maybe my
Bob, are you okay, Bob? Bob, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to shut the hell up.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Good job, Bob. I'm
pretty amped up today. It was an interesting day. There was a lot of talk about all the drama. I mean, dude, I was so excited to see Erica and Tanner Gray getting into it because it was awesome. And she goes, "Don't effing call me sweetheart." And I was like, I can't wait to talk about that. So anyway,
what's the next race for you guys? Where's your next deal?
San Antonio, June 8th
San Antonio,
and 9th.
June 8th and 9th. Right.
Yep. And
All right.
then, after that, we're going to be in Kilcare, Ohio.
Okay. Well, if it rains in Tulsa, June 8th and 9th, I'll be there. That's your deal.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe It'd be cool to see if you could get him in big tire in that new Mustang.
No.
Have you seen he put his drivetrain in Junior's Mustang and he went 390s in Tulsa 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It went well.
Qualified number 17 and was in the big show and made it around.
Yep.
Against a bunch of 370 cars. So
It's a carbon fiber body, so it doesn't fit y'all's deal, does it?
yeah.
It actually does fit our deal.
Oh,
it
yeah.
does?
For Dirty South.
For Dirty South.
Well, maybe we'll try the green car in that deal.
Yeah, that would be cool. Put one. They got like three
Senior was talking
Senior's
about
got
the other
rear
day.
Morrison engines at the shop that are for sale that he could put in there and go run on motor and probably do well.
Yeah. We may have to look at that.
We come from a place where we feel like weight is weight, and it don't matter if it's carbon or steel.
Oh.
Weight is weight.
Yeah, but what would he have to weigh? You'd have to put 500 pounds on that car.
What does a 5.3 bore space nitrous combination have to weigh?
2650. 2650.
Shit, I'm almost there. That car weighs 2,600.
Oh shit!
There you go.
Come on,
2750.
come on, Mr. Cummings.
Wait a minute now.
300 more than whatever it weighs.
Oh, did you say carbon body? Oh wait, carbon body's 100
That's
pounds
another
heavier.
150
Sorry.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Carbon
if-
body, 100 pounds.
Dude, the green car in big tire at San Antonio, Mr. Cummings,
That would be
please
something.
God make this
That would
happen.
be something. But it has to rain in Tulsa first.
Okay. We'll get the car ready so in case it rains.
Yeah.
I'll come over and help you put the
I
motor
got all
in.
the shit in the black car right now. I'm going to be running it in Chicago the week before.
I know, right?
It'll be a
Hey,
lot of work. To
Two car problems over here too.
Yeah, right.
Mike, when you getting another car?
I know.
Hey,
I
any
know.
you getting a small tire car, Mike?
Already.
Mike, Mike,
I'm sorry, what?
you gonna do like Chuck and buy a small tire Mustang?
No. No.
You're not? Come on, dude. Everybody's
No.
gonna have a small tire car apparently.
No.
Kai's got
I mean,
one.
I don't have enough time for mine, let alone another one.
Come on, man. You had some of the baddest 28 10.5 cars. You could put one of those together in your sleep and put it in the back closet.
But if you look at history, when I had two cars, that's when I did the worst.
Mm.
It's like trying to keep two women happy.
Yeah.
Possible.
It ain't gonna work.
No.
But if you
Don't
had
even
some,
try.
if the other one's so low maintenance,
It's not.
I was going to ask you how you do.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Anyway, so I understand that they're bringing small tire back, and I think there's a lot of cool stuff going on with small tire.
Yeah.
Boosted's going to be running the small tire show for No Prep Kings this season,
awesome.
and it's really going to be awesome because he represents small tire well, and I think that they'll get the payouts up or whatnot, or it's going to be a good show either way. Because Small Tire Freak Show, I was telling Bob earlier, is one of my favorite classes to watch.
Yep.
I mean, you guys like the small tire stuff too. You still have your small tire car, Scott?
No, I sold it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm down to just my bracket car and the two big tire cars.
4 cars.
3, isn't it? 3.
3.
What about that red one with no motor in it?
Hey,
That's my brother's.
Oh, okay.
That don't count. It don't
3.
run.
he needs to get rid of that damn. Here's what he needs to do: sell that damn bracket car, buy a small tire car for Mike to drive.
No, that bracket car's a moneymaker.
Oh,
Yeah. I put more money in that bracket car than anything back there.
Hey, when we go out of town and we promote races and we don't have enough
Shush.
spectator shit come in, we got to have him win the bracket classes so it doesn't cost us
To
anything.
bail you out. He has to bail you out with a
Hey,
bracket car.
he won the diesel class. He won 2 diesel classes. He won the big class. Thank God.
We come out on one race. I won cash days, big tire, and a couple of diesel
That's-
classes.
that's-
I'm like,
that's
we
been-
broke even.
okay. Shannon has a racket of getting racers to her races to blow their shit up so she can rebuild their shit. Right? That's her racket. And your racket is we're going to win as much as we can so we don't have to pay
Yeah.
out.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
we created a class. We created a series that hopefully will win some of these, so we don't have to pay the winner.
She doesn't really have a
Yeah,
racket like
it
that.
doesn't work that
We're
well
just
for
kidding.
us, though.
It's
I will
a
have you know.
Do what?
I don't. It doesn't work that well for us.
Yeah, your master plan.
Kind of have to be good
Your
at
wife's
that
like,
racing shit.
damn it, this is another one of those stupid ideas you had. I told you not to do this.
It's like chasing that thing where you almost had it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy with the fishing pole. Yo. Oh, that's hilarious. And people are coming into this episode and going, "What are they talking about?"
No shit. Dean Carnes just. Pinchy Vato.
Peachy Vato said Pinky Stinky's in there. Hey, Stinky Pinky's got another show coming out. That's what I was talking about, how everything is so cool right now. Have you seen the show that they're doing? I've posted some of it on the Thunder Road Show, where it's gotten down to 3 teams, and Bodie's team is in it, and Lyle Barnett's. It's not fastest car. Stefan Sliz was in it. What is it called? Horsepower Wars.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's called Horsepower Wars, and and Lyle Barnett, his team is in it, and Stinky Pinky's team's in it, and Bodie's team's in it.
Sweet.
And they're got to battle it out, and they're going to have all these episodes where they're building a car and then racing it.
Who you pulling for?
I think Lyle Barnett. I like Lyle. But Bodie, man, I love Bodie too, dude. I can't hate on them.
You know,
I can't pull for anybody because I like Dean Carnes. He's been on the show. I mean,
Bodie's got a great reputation.
I'm pulling for Disco.
Disco makes the best videos.
Dude, those are awesome. That has been so good for fucking. That's been so sorry. It's been so good for the internet. Dean Carnes is winning the internet with those videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I laugh more at those than I do Donald Long's. I'm sorry, Donald Long's has gotten so ranty and.
He comes to one of our races a couple of races ago, and as he got the car on the trailer, he was still rapping it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Literally,
that guy goes
rapping
hard.
the car. Yeah.
That guy's window tinting cars at races while he's racing. I'm sure.
Man. He's
That's
badass.
why I say I think he'll do good.
Yeah.
For the budget they're on, he's a bracket racer.
And he's an actor. He's a comedian. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
that is hilarious.
He is.
You got to go check I'll posted them on the Thunder Roadshow page. So everybody go like the Thunder Roadshow page because that has just been hilarious when they do their videos are way better than anybody else's. If they win the thing alone, it should be on the videos.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Cool.
that's
All
what that's the gimmick for Dirty South from here on out. Y'all got to start doing some dumbass videos like that. Like the golf cart riding.
could
Yeah,
probably
you should
pull it
hire
off.
Doug to do the dumbass videos for you.
Yeah.
If somebody would just film us, I'm sure we've done something dumb today.
Well, dude, y'all rode the pit bike together, like 600 pounds on a pit bike.
Hey, 600. Hey, we resemble that. 550.
550.
All right, 575.
575 top.
Hey, I can. Tops. That's not what that tire said.
I agree.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you couldn't even see me on that sucker until he came by.
Do you remember when we were growing up, the Guinness Book of World Records, and the one that was always on there was the 2 big fat dudes riding that little Yamaha motorcycle?
Yeah.
They were twins. Do y'all remember that?
No.
No, they were
They're
like
too young.
the 2 fattest guys in the world, and they were twins, and they got the record for being the fattest guys on motorcycles or something like.
It's
Do you
in the
remember that
front
one?
page of that damn thing.
Doug, right now you're really hurting our feelings.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't y'all. Y'all were just two.
He just reminded you of it.
Just two.
Look,
It
they
just
ain't
reminded me of
laughing
it.
at your shit. That ain't even funny to them. All right, we're done with you.
All
It's not
right.
funny anymore. I'm leaving.
All right, guys. Good job. Good job.
He didn't mean it.
Didn't mean it. I'm so sorry, Scott. Oh,
Appreciate you guys.
I'm fluffy too, dude. I mean, I'm right there with you.
I'm big and proud. I promise it don't bother me.
I'm still 272 or something. I got like 40 pounds to go.
Cool.
So, but hey, guys, great show. Appreciate you coming on. Thanks for your takes
Thank you.
on this. Good luck at Dirty South San Antonio, and we will be there. Shout out to some sponsors.
Yeah. Who do
Thank
you need
thank
to
y'all for
thank?
having us. If you hadn't liked our page, go check out Dirty South and No Prep Kings. That's 2 good pages to go like.
Okay.
Hey, and
Bob, we'll see you later.
sponsors. You got any sponsors you want to holler at?
Well, yeah, we got Race Tech, Pedro's is everywhere.
Yeah.
He's
But
been
it's
watching
like,
this deal tonight too.
Race Tech and HP, man, those guys have really helped us out this year. I mean,
Yeah.
we got Precision Turbo on this year. We got obviously Da Vinci's. I mean,
Pro Charger,
Yep.
Precision Turbo, CNS Specialties, the Fab Shop, the Bad Habits Fabrication.
You're wearing their shirts right now. Nitrous Outlet.
Yep.
Nitrous Outlet
Yep.
to the front, baby.
Nitrous Press.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
It-
Zachary
it's-
Park says good show.
we have a ton of support in there, and I know we're going to miss a bunch. So
BP Racing Fuels.
Hey, what about
Yeah.
Chad's businesses?
Overkill.
No,
ProFlow Motorsports.
ProFlow Motorsport.
Profo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
You caught us by surprise, so I'm sure we left somebody off. We'll get
Well,
a
that's
phone call.
why. That's why they're gonna
We
go.
appreciate all of our sponsors.
We're
Yeah, been
gonna
out-
send them to your page so they can see all the
All
sponsors
day.
right there.
That's right.
You hear me, Doug?
What did you say?
We've been out in this Mississippi mud, heat, and humidity
Yeah.
all day on the dyno.
And it's been trying to rain, so it has been a muggy joke.
I know what it's like. I mean, I'm from here too. Same
Yep.
South. All right, guys, y'all go eat, go get freshed up, have a good night.
Thank
and
you, guys.
appreciate you
See
coming on
y'all.
the show.
See you later.
Thanks.